Hello everyone, thank you for stopping on my channel. So we have started improving this hospital management system which is created in Laravel, and we are contributing to it. It is an open source project. So in the previous video we made some changes to the migrations, and now we are here in the models and we are updating the fields and relationships accordingly. And we have seen these things so far. Let's just carry on and see what are the things that we can improve. So if we look at the HOD is a doctor, and after that we have medicines. I have to check if we have the medicines migration, and yeah, we do have. So I'm gonna let's have that. And after that we have operation report. I'm gonna look at operation report migration. Okay, we have patient description, doctor time, timestamp. Okay, we have operation reports. Okay, so this is, I guess, related to like surgery or something like that type of operations. So we have patient, we have doctor, and we have time frame. So I think we can add a relationship in here as well, um, like just like we did in other things. And one thing I am a little bit confused in it as well is that we have this patient. So are we going to register this from the admin side, or patients is going to be able to automatically register themselves in this application? So there are two ways to handle this, and I think we have the appointments, right? So once the appointment is booked, the accountant can make it automatically as a patient and register him as a patient in this application and assign it a doctor to it. You can see we have the diseases descriptions, and since they are nullable, that can be um, handled accordingly. So for the operation reports, we can make a relationship with the doctor and with the patient as well. So I'm going to create a table of for region ID is a doctor. Let's close this. Okay, we have doctor ID and it's cascade and delete, and we are going to do the same for the patient. And then we have time. I think we can add a status as well. Status is either pending or completed. And for the time, I think we already have the timestamp, so we can have that over there. So now back to the operation reports. We have to manage these accordingly. So we have doctor ID. Let's just copy all these and put it here and separate it by comma, and load the relationships as well. Belongs to patient and belongs to doctor ID and something like that. So after that we have patients, we have the patient checkups. Let's see what we got in the patient checkups. So we have patient ID, doctor ID, status, description. Let's just copy these available fields and put it as available here, and load the relationships as well. After that we have payment. So let's check out the payments migration. I'm gonna copy the fillable fields and put it here and load the relationships. Patient and has a relationship with the bill. Okay, after that we have pharmacist. Pharmacist, we can remove it. um, and what we can do is, if we go to the employees migration, we have pharmacist right here. Okay, the spelling is incorrect, so that is a pharmacist. After that we have records. Do we have records migration? What do we have here? So patient record, appointment, and description. I'm not sure where we are going to use this, but maybe we're going to need it somewhere. Records. So let's have it. Appointment. We have an appointments. Okay, I don't think we need record. I'm gonna remove it. After that we have requested appointments. Requested appointments or the appointments that user is able to like request from the application. They can request the doctor, like which doctor they want appointment with and something like that, and the available hours accordingly. So it should have a relationship with the doctor. So for region ID, doctor, and cascade and delete, name, email, phone number, etc. And starting time, I guess. So I think we don't need the timestamps. I'm gonna just, or we do need the timestamp because we have appealed in there. So let's just make these variable. I'm gonna go to requested appointments, and we already have these, but it's doctor ID. There we go, and relationship with the doctor. After that we have role. So role is gonna be um, have the relationship with the users, and I think we will have permissions as well. But since we do not have permission table, that's why we are gonna I'm thinking of using like statically provided permissions, not dynamic. So role belongs to a user. Okay. User has a role, and role belongs to many users. Yeah. So like you can add multiple accountants and something like that. After that we have room and created bed. I think this is bed. And after that we have settings has key and value. After that we have stay. Do we have stay migration? Stays. Okay, stays we have these stuff. So let's just fill this in the model protected pillable and fill in these stuff. Okay, and load the relationships as well. Add methods for the relationship. Okay, patient, and we have room. We have the doctor, I guess. No, we do not have doctor. We have patient and room. And after that we have subscriber. These are email subscribers, and user has a role and these information. Okay, user has a lot of relationships, so um, let's just load them. Has one role or belongs to role. Okay. Okay, so after this, we are gonna move on to the database seeder. And since we have a lot of things that we are seeding, so let's check them out. Okay, we are creating one user, and we do not have this. And do we have role seeder? Let's check out the role seeder if we have. Okay, so we are going to create two roles for now. First one is gonna be admin, and the second one is going to be accountant. So if we look at the employees, yeah, accountant. So this will be like if you log in as accountant, then you will have certain features available in your admin panel, not all the features that are just only for the administrators, or we can call it super admin. So now we are going to call that cedar dollar this of, I think we can call it like this, and it's role cedar class. And after that we are going to create a user and assign a role id, which is the first one as admin. We can create an accountant account as well. So instead of this as a name, let's say admin at gmail.com. Password, this is the default convention, but if we already have put these information in the readme file, so let's just stick with these. But you can also update that if you want to. So we are going to create one account for accountant. So name is accountant at gmail.com. Password is password, and role is 2. Okay. After that we have other users. After that we are storing employees, so let's have a look at the employee seeder. Okay, here we have positions instead of jobs, so we are gonna update this. So let's do one thing. We can use the packer instead of this. I'm gonna copy everything, put it here, and or let's use ChatGPT to create a seeder code for us. Okay, ChatGPT created a code for us, and we can use it. But first, let's see what it does. Okay, it's using packer, and it's imported from factory. My VS Code is loading, so that's why I have to copy it from there. And we have positions in the migration, right? Nurse, doctor, accountant, etc. Pharmacist. So for each one, we are going to create 10 records so that we can manage it in the admin panel. Okay, so after that we have status. It's gonna check randomly, and after that this should work fine. So we have the patient seeder. I don't think we need to seed the patients. We do need to seed the blocks. So let's have a look at the block seeder. Okay, block code and block 4, we are creating 5 blocks. After that we have HOD seeder, head of departments or head of the block. Okay, we are creating and passing the doctor ID from 1 to 3. 1 to 3 users might be not doctors. Okay, so uh, an HOD is a doctor, right? And if we look at the doctor seeder, we have to update this accordingly. Um, I'm gonna go to doctor migration doctor model, and it has employee ID. So I'm gonna go to doctor seeder, employee seeder, and we have doctor seeder here. So what is it called? So I'm gonna create a doctor employee ID. We can extract from here. But first, let's look at the seeder. So first we have to seed the employees, and after that we can do the. After that we have to do the doctors, and after that we can do the and departments. We don't need the nurse. Wealth reports not needed. Operation reports not needed. Subscriber not needed. Contact seeder not needed. And Bidsville medicines. Yeah, medicines we can do some insertion. Bills is also not needed. So rooms and beds, yeah, we do need to seed them. So looking at this thing, we can get the employee by checking like employee where position as doctor, and get the first one. So let's say we want to just seed one the first. We just want to create one doctor and that's going to be HOD. It's not going to be okay, but let's see what we can do. Get the ID. Let's create another one. Let's say latest first. Okay, we got two doctors, and then we can choose the head of departments. So what we can do is we can just look for the and also here we have to import the employees. VS Code is freezing in here, so that's why I have to import it manually. Now let's go to HOD seeder, and here we're gonna look for doctor. So doctor, we are, let's say you get the first one and make it head of department. Okay, get the first one, get I get the ID from it. We can, if we look at the migration, HOD will be like the HOD of the department, right? So do we have departments either? Yeah. So looking at the department, okay, we have the HOD ID here. So we have to update this accordingly. We can simply go to the department model, get these information, put it here in the seeder, and we can use packer to assign values to them, like the name of the department. So we have the seeder, packer, initialize the packer, import the packer, oh, from the factory. Then we can do like packer. Also, we have the packer helper method. I think it's like this, but since we got that thing, we can call the name. It has properties as well as methods, and faker get the paragraph as a description. We have the photo path, so we gotta make it null for now. Let's say, can we put, okay, so let's put this one, and for the block ID we can get the first block, and head of department, let's say the first one, and we are going to create two of them, two departments. Block ID is going to be 2, since we have I think created two departments, two HODs, and we can review the block seeder so that we have to, okay, we are creating 5, so still okay and fine. After this thing, head, I think we need to create another head of the department, and this time get the latest first doctor and put it here. And after that we have medicine seeder. Medicine seeder, let's leave that for now as it is. For the code we can also generate random number, quantity in random number. Okay, now let's just leave that static. Operation report is not needed. Patients is not needed. And then we have requested appointments is not also needed. And we have the rooms, room type. I'm gonna look at the room migrations. We have the department status type. So I'm gonna use ChatGPT to create this for me. Okay, there we go. We just, okay, crashed. Okay, so ChatGPT created seeders. You can see we have seeder for 50 50 rooms in each department. I think that's a big number. Let's put add in here, add, and then for each one it's gonna be like this, and definitely we're gonna testing that, not pushing it like that. So now let's go back to the database seeder. We have the seeder left. Let's just delete the ones that we don't need. I'm gonna delete birth report, block seeder. Let's just give this a try and see if the things that we just created are working as expected. I'm gonna press the migration and seed it. Okay, we got errors. Create a general settings table because the name is already in use. We have an issue in the birth reports. The origin keys are invalid. Let's try again. Okay, so we have to move this to down, like first employee will be created, after that doctor will be created, after that the patients and birth reports will be created. So that way the birth reports migration will not throw any error. Okay, we have to move this down as well. Now we got an error in the seeder, so Image does not have default value. This is from the user seeder. So let's go to database seeder. And one thing we can do is go to the user and make the image nullable. Retry. Okay, so everything went successfully, and that is all for this video. So in the next video, we are going to see all the things that the boring things that we saw in this two videos in the previous these two videos, so that what we did so far is working or not. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.